Hi, I'm Ben O'Reilly from Wood Finishes Direct and welcome to the product test and how-to video guide. Since Valentine's Day is just around the corner, I'm going to show you how to turn this corner block from a pallet into this custom handmade tea light holder for the one you love. They are the perfect handmade gift, ideal for wedding decorations, baby shower presents and anniversary presents. Everything you need for this project will be appearing on screen now, so you can just write it down or you can visit the video on YouTube and all the information will be in the description. Firstly, you need to get your hands on one of these. It's a pallet with pine corner blocks. Once you've got it, you need to dismantle it. There is plenty of guides online on how to do this, but do make sure that you wear protective gloves and protective goggles. Once you've dismantled it, you'll be left with these. They're really rough pine corner blocks. You need to sand them down, and once you do, you'll be left with something that resembles this. Once it's sanded, you use a flat bit and a power drill to bore out the hole for the tea light insert. I'm using a glass tea light insert. It's around 55mm, so I'm going to bore it out to 58 just to give it a little bit of room to breathe. Once you've finished doing the hole, you should sand around the area just to smooth it out, give the whole block another go over with P120 paper, and then you're ready to dye it. The dye I'm going to be using is the Man's water-based dye in white, and to apply it, I'm going to be using the Man's disposable foam brushes as well. They're a great little disposable tool for projects like this. Firstly, what you need to do is you need to stir your dye. I've already stirred this, and now I just need to pour it into the paint tray. Once you've done that, make sure you're wearing gloves. You just apply quite thin and with the grain. I've finished applying dye, and now is a really important step. You've got to wipe off any of the excess from the surface. I'm using a Man's microfiber cloth to do this. There we go. Now you just leave it to dry, and while it's drying, you can make your stencil. I'm going for a love heart, so I've already made my stencil as well. What you can do is just find any design that you like on the internet, print it out, and then with a scalpel on a thin sheet of plastic, just score around it. Once you've done that, it's always best to get a plank from the pallet that you've dismantled and try a few test areas, just so when you do come to apply it on the block, you're comfortable in doing so. I'll be using the Man's water-based dye in red for this step, and I'll be putting it on with a Man's disposable foam brush. What you need to do is well stir your dye and then ever so carefully pour a tiny amount into your paint tray. Slightly dip the end of the brush into the dye and then blot off any excess. Try it on another bit of wood just to see how much is actually coming off. You only need the slightest amount, so you just work it in from the edges, and that avoids any bleeding. At this stage, it is always better to do a few thin coats and get the colour looking perfect to avoid any bleeding whatsoever. So I've let this dry for an hour, pretty nervous about unveiling it, but here's the moment of truth. There we go. Oh, it's come out perfect. There's no bleeding whatsoever. Now it is dry, it's ready to get started on finishing. Prior to applying your top coat, give it a rub down with a Man's finishing pad or other fine abrasive. The top coat I am going to be using today is the Morel's nitrocellulose lacquer spray in high gloss. As with any spray, it's so important to use it in a well ventilated area. For the sake of the video, I'll be applying the first coat in here, and then I'll be moving outside to finish it off fully. You may notice as well I've got a mask, and this is an absolute must whenever you are using any spray finish. To apply, first give the can a good shake, and then all you need to do is spray over the block in short, even bursts from around 15 centimeters away. You must allow it to dry before applying any further coats to avoid an uneven finish. So I've let this dry for about 20 minutes, and now I'm going to denib using a Man's finishing pad. This process is quite important. It helps smooth out any imperfections and also aids the adhesion of further coats. And regarding the amount of coats, you're going to be doing several. between 5 and 8, depending on what look you want to achieve. After several coats, mine turned out like this. A full list of all of the products used and a description of how the candle holder was made is available in the description on YouTube. If you like this video and want to see more unique content, simply subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and comment on any of the videos that you like, and of course, always try a test area.